Hey guys, it's Anpu. Welcome back to another episode of Conquer British English. Today, it's not really like a tutorial, it's not an English tutorial. It's about communication, but it's about non-verbal communication. Indians wobble their head, and people have often wondered, like, what does that mean? Wobbling their head as in like this. Usually they have a slight smile and they're doing that. Does that mean no? Or does that mean yes? Stay tuned to find out. But before I go any further, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. I make 4 videos a week, all about language, culture and accents. So the head wobble, obviously I'm really exaggerating. There's different kind of levels of head shaking. There's kind of like the slight wobble, there's the heavy wobble. And I've actually done this without me even thinking. So I grew up in a South Asian household, and whenever I speak Tamil to my parents at home, I have found myself shaking my head like that when I'm speaking to them, and also speaking to other Tamil people in society. And it got me thinking, I think a friend asked me what I was doing. So he noticed that I was like kind of like shaking my head, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh." That's when I realised it's not common knowledge. Like, I think if you're from Asia, if you're from South Asia, you kind of know what that gesture means. But if you're not, it struck me that it's not like common knowledge. So that's why I wanted to make a video about it. So kind of shaking your head like that means yes. So that's a short answer, but it can mean a lot of different things. And there are kind of like nuanced messages that can come across when you do wobble your head like that. Non-verbal communication is extremely important. If you're thinking of travelling to India or anywhere else in South Asia, it's very likely you're going to come across this kind of head wobble. So, for example, if a friend says, shall we go out tonight? You can kind of like acknowledge their request, and you can wobble your head. So, mate, do you want to head out tonight? Do you see? So, friend asks, do you want to head out for tonight? And then you can respond by wobbling your head. I find it a sign of respect as well. So not only is it the answer yes, you can also use it to thank someone. So for example, if someone's done something for you, you can kind of like acknowledge the fact that they've done something for you, and you can, usually it's accompanied by a smile. It's never plain like that. It's accompanied by a really soft smile, and that's why when I'm wobbling my head, I can't stop smiling. Say for example, like an auntie has kind of like you've gone around to like a family member's house, the auntie has made you tea, for example, and gives you that tea. Oh, thanks. And then she's like, is there enough sugar in that? You can be like, yeah, thank you, yeah. And so you kind of like wobble your head and you kind of like express your gratitude. It's also a sign of respect. So for example, if your parents have asked you to do something, then you would acknowledge their request, and you would kind of, yes, that I will do that, yeah. And you kind of like close the eyes a little bit, and you kind of acknowledge their request, and you kind of, it's like a sign of respect in my eyes as well. Fast wobbling means that you really understand what the person is telling you. So like, if you're really acknowledging something, or if you really want to show that you're listening to them and that you're understanding something, you would like shake your head. The more vigorous the wobbling is, the more understanding that you have. And a soft wobble is a sign of friendship and like a sign of respect. So yeah, it's actually, I love that gesture. I realised that it doesn't exist in the Western world. So that's why I decided to make a video on it. Let me know in the comments below if you use it for any other reason. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've also experienced someone wobbling their head and you not knowing what that meant. As always guys, you are welcome to connect with me on my Instagram, where I post daily videos at Conquer British English. And yeah, before I go, I wanted to leave you with one last message, and that's to love your identity. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!